Hello everybody and welcome back, it's your boy Logic and we're coming back with some Total War Warhammer 2. And today's episode we're going to continue our campaign quest battle series with Belegar Ironhammer. And we're going to be doing his Hammer of Angrund. So Belegar's one of my favourite characters and he's going to be fighting up against the Urks today. And he's going to be trying to fight back for King Lung's hammer. So this is a hammer that's passed down by kings from generations. So he's going to be fighting up against a normal lord, 3 units of goblins, 2 units of knight goblin fanatics, 3 units of goblin archers, 2 units of knight goblin fanatic archers, a unit of goblin wolf chariots, a giant, and 2 units of trolls. So we're going to be having a runesmith today. We're going to have 4 units of dwarf warriors, some hammerers, 3 units of longbeards, some slayers, 2 units of rangers, 2 units of iron drakes, thunderers, and some artillery.
The lost vault of Angrund is within reach. Are we going to let these trespassers get away with their sneaky shenanigans? Do we let them steal the treasure and valuables which belong to the Angrund clan by right? No! We do not! Let the grudge be settled. Let vengeance begin! Roar!
Right, here we go. So, for those that have watched my legendary campaign series for Mortal Empires with Belegar Ironhammer, you would have seen that I've done this battle and his other battle, but here I'd like to see what the army you're given and how it operates that way. So, as you can already tell, the army that I used against this army is not quite as elite as the army I used. Now, the quest still wasn't easy, but it was much better considering we had, for example, here our most elite units are hammerers. There are only tier 4 units. Giant slayers here would have obviously been muchly preferred considering we're coming up against giants and more. And in my opinion, obviously they're much better. But for this here, I think it's going to be quite difficult. We have a main army in front of us, and then we have a unit coming on the flank here on the right, a unit here on the left, and we have a flank from behind. So the one from behind, we're definitely going to want some slayers. There we go. Slayers! Definitely going to want some slayers. We need the slayers to hold as long as possible. Holding the back line is going to be the most important thing that we can do. Simply because I don't want them to come onto my guns. For the front line, I need the front line to hold as long as possible. Now, you'd think, put the hammerers at the top, because I need the hammerers up there. I'm going to say no, because actually they've only got 35 melee defense, 100 armor, with no shield. So you would think, okay, but they're the most elite units you've got. Sure. I agree, but I'm actually going to put them at the back. Reason being is these are going to hold a lot longer. 48 melee defense, and they have bronze shields. We know they're coming in with quite a lot of range. We know they're going to shoot quite a lot, so we're going to hold the front with these guys. So we're going to group these up. We're going to put these forward, and this is going to be my front line. And we're also going to put Belegar Ironhammer at the front, just to add a little bit of punch to the front line. Now these guys will hit quite hard, not as hard as the hammerers, but they will hit pretty hard. I want to ensure we do not lose this back line, so I'm putting my 2 most elite units at the back. We're also going to have our runesmith, so he's going to go in the middle and just help out whatever's coming. But I need to hold for as long as possible, which means we have the dwarf warriors here. I'm going to put the dwarf warriors this side, just like so, and the dwarf warriors just like so here. And the reason is because that's the furthest away from our front line possible. These guys have 40 melee defense, whilst the great weapon variety only have 30. So I'm going to put them in this little pocket here. I want them to stay away from my guns for as long as possible. For as long as humanly possible, they need to stay away. So I want these guys just operating like so.
Dwarf warriors!
So for here, we're going to need some guns. We need guns. And we need the guns to operate to the best they possibly can. I need all of my range working alongside my front line. If I'm not able to do that, this is going to go horrifically. So these have to go almost on the front line because I need them to shoot in between the gaps with the guns. I need these guys to take things down like the trolls. I need to take them down with the giants. And then what I need to do is get the range shooting on things like the goblins. I actually don't mind if these guys don't... If they just sit here and shoot me, I don't mind. I've got 100 armor on most of my units. I really don't care. What I can't have them doing is have the front line come onto me and start poking at my rangers, for example, or poking at my thunderers. I need them shooting as much and for as long as possible. That's what I am relying on for as much as this quest is possible. I also need my guns up the top here so we can shoot long range in front of us. Put them on defensive mode so they don't move.
Thunderers!
And I also need to make sure these guys don't run away. That would not be good if these guys run away.
Iron Drakes!
Let's put the Iron Drakes just here, like so. We're going to need our flame cannon up here. The flame cannon doesn't have much range, but I can at least pivot it between what I need. And we should be able to get our guns just here, like so. So that should be ideal there. Get it in a box. I think it rotates a little bit better in a box than it does 3 in 1. So this is what our rough setup is going to be. It's a little bit difficult to say what will happen here. All I know is that lots of units are going to come. We're going to get pretty overwhelmed. I just need to hold for as long as possible. How that's going to go, I really don't know. But these guys have good arc of fire, so I should be able to utilise the rangers as much as possible. They have 33 speed. They're not terribly slow, but I need to use my Thane as well. I need to slow down units. I'm not sure what to expect. But this is going to be fun, so let's hop into this. So there's some Goblin Archers coming. I'm probably going to shoot the front line. I normally would shoot the archers, but there's just so much front line that I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. So we have some Goblin Wolf Riders coming here. So we have some fast cavalry on the side. Not sure how this is going to go. The Goblin Wolf Riders will lose to the great weapons, and the Dwarf Riders should hold. So I'm going to use my Iron Drakes here to help with that. And I have a Lord over here as well. So I'm going to bring you over here. Okay, so he's walking on a squig, so I definitely need to slow this guy down. I don't want that squig coming through and doing stuff that I don't want it to. So let's move up into this gap.
Go! Strike out!
Let's get our Thunderers shooting this Lord if possible, and shooting up against these Trolls.
Belegar!
Belegar moving forward, and we're going to get these guys to shoot the... Let's shoot the Trolls, I think.
Satisfy the
and shoot the Goblins.
Attack the Urks! Attack the Urks! Going now! Attack! Descend
Belegar needs to come up here as quickly as possible.
Yes!
Let's get our guns shooting into this giant, actually.
Yes.
And these guns shooting into the giant. I need this giant to die as quickly as possible.
Alright!
Archers really need to shoot up against their front line.
Well,
let's check this right flank. So we need to be shooting into the Goblin Wolf Riders, and these guys have got around the back. So, and the Lord has already got in the front. Fix that and get here. Get you fighting in here. So it looks like a unit of Goblin Wolf Riders has already got in the back. So let's shoot these. I don't want these running around. Oh, looks like we have a flank. So let's get these guys on the flank.
Hammerers! Move now! Anu!
I'm expecting maybe some more. Okay, there's some more units here.
Urks! Come on! Yes!
So it looks like we've pinned those guys in there. We need our guns. So it looks like the giant's gone. So we need to shoot these Trolls at the front.
The clans unite!
And get our archers possibly helping over here. Shoot against the Night Goblins. Okay, they've gone. So let's get you in over here. And get the flame in on there. So we are not particularly winning. Okay, there's a dude coming in the back. I can't help but we need to stop this dude from doing his stuff. And we need to stop these Night Goblin squigs. So let's get straight onto these, and with the archers we need to come over and shoot as well. We've pretty much won this front line. We just need to hold here. Let's get the guns shooting up against the Night Goblin squigs, and we have a dude on our flame cannon. Let's shoot the Trolls coming in with the organ guns. And actually maybe get the Thunderers shooting the Trolls.
Ready axes! Pull out!
So we need these guns shooting here up against the Goblins with this as well. No, that should be fine actually, as long as we don't lose this over here.
To the forge!
Okay, so there's a couple of Lords all over the place, unfortunately, which really sucks. There's these Lords are everywhere.
Find your targets! Very well!
Okay, so get these guys round the flanks, and we need to really be shooting into these units here. We need to get Belegar up here, thumping this lord in the face if we can. Get him doing that faster if possible. And let's drop our Iron Drakes back if we can. We need to take care of these nasty skulkers as well. So let's shoot into the nasty skulkers. Okay, they've assist them. No, the Dwarf Warriors are great weapons.
The clans unite!
Let's get back, and we need to start using some of our range. Let's start using some of our range over here on this right-hand side.
Rules of smiting upon.
Yeah, I really need my heroes to come in here and help.
Pull out! Yes!
Okay, we seem to have quite a few units still coming in and still being a pain. So we need to fight this guy as much as possible.
Blessing on us.
Okay, he got very fastly pushed off the map.
Ready to strike.
We need to shoot this front now. We need to shoot this front. We're really struggling over here.
Understood. Kazuk. Yes, yes.
Let's get the hammers at the front. Let's get the hammers at the front and start shooting with the cannons. Let's get the flames at the front as well. And yes. Okay, the flames are doing really well here with hell. So let's get to the front line as quickly as possible. Get the organ guns shooting up against. So they're already shooting here against the goblin wolf chariots.
Ready, axes. Fight. Down.
Perfect. So we're winning the front line here. Dwarf Warriors are holding up against this lord, so I need to get the flame cannons shooting. Okay, so the flame cannons actually aren't on the cannons. I don't think I can get them on. I can get them on the cannons. Nice.
Iron Drakes.
So we need to fight this guy here. Then we need to fight him.
Iron Drakes.
Iron Drakes into the nasty skulkers. They don't have much armor, so we should be able to flame these quite nicely. Quick, nice shoot. No, okay, we lost that there, unfortunately.
Dwarf Warriors.
Dwarf Warriors. Okay, we lost to this dude, so let's try and shoot him if we can.
The Dawi are ready.
Well, we need to start fighting some of these front line here. We need to start getting our range online. This guy should lose and break, hopefully.
Flame cannon. Now is the season, right? Organ gunner.
Get the organ gun shooting into the knight goblins over here.
Iron Drakes. Nothing.
Get our Iron Drakes back. We don't want him being into our Iron Drakes. Let's get our Iron Drakes over here actually. Get them shooting over here. So we have some guns in the back. Let's get our guns forward and shooting onto the nasty skulkers. We get some guns over here shooting up against this lord. And let's get Belegar back in the fight.
If you insist. Withdraw. The runes glow. Ah. That'll do. Pull out. Charge.
Okay, let's get these guys fighting in up against this hero here, because they're not able to be used anymore. Okay, so they've broken, but that lord's going to be a problem.
Iron Drakes. By the layer's will.
So we're doing quite well here. We need to use Belegar just to really get rid of these nasty skulkers.
Very well.
That lord's coming in as well, so let's get the Dwarf Warriors in. Dwarf Warriors are the ones that are holding this together, unfortunately. This is a really, really close match, actually, I must admit.
Strike out.
I need to get these Thunderers forward and shooting as quickly as possible. We need these guys up on the ridge. I'm going to get them to drop the cannon, and I'm going to get these guys to fight. Okay, these guys have run.
We demand blood. Slay the oath breakers. Kazuk. Slay the oath breakers.
Right, we need to shoot these lords. These lords have been a huge pain. Okay, shoot this guy. Shoot this guy as quickly as possible. Quickly, shoot. No. Okay.
For Grimnir.
Okay, drop back, drop back, drop back.
War of vengeance. Kazuk.
Let's get these guns shooting up against these lords. They need to shoot these lords.
Withdraw.
They're the only things that I don't know what to do with. They're just not dying, and they're ignoring me. Right, shoot the lord, shoot the lord, shoot the lord, shoot the lord.
For the High King. off!
Oh, these guns need to go. They need to go. They need to go.
Strike out! Yes!
And they got another lord there as well.
Vengeance calls!
Right, you guys need to start doing something. Please start moving.
Zulrika! Thunderous!
Can you shoot him, or is that not possible?
Run! A dark day!
No, they have to move forward. I need you guys to start shooting, please.
On! Pull out! Dwarf warriors! Kasuk! Vengeance!
I think we've got this. We just need to... Okay, so he's broken.
True king of AP!
You need to start shooting these lords. The problem is I can't shoot them whilst they're in combat because they won't do friendly fire for some reason.
Go! Organ gunner! Iron Drakes! Slay the Oathbreakers!
I need to have my guns ready to shoot.
Scoff! Down! Ready to strike!
Yeah, unfortunately they can't shoot him.
Vengeance awaits! I approve!
Hopefully he doesn't die here. Oh, good. We got a good hit on him. That's good. That's good. That's good.
Iron Drakes!
There, he broke. Perfect. I didn't think we were going to be able to get that lord. I just didn't think. The problem is they're so fast.
Thunderous!
Whoa. Well, guys, that was an intense battle. I can't lie. The problem with these guns is that they can't shoot over anything. They have to shoot in a very flat line. So if you've even got a small hill like that, they can't shoot over it. Is the biggest problem. And that's why you just hear me saying, "Come on, I need you to shoot. I need you to shoot," because otherwise, I can't hit the units I need them to hit. And when you've got the lords there, like for example, you've got a lord here. If they're surrounded by a unit, they won't do friendly fire. They won't shoot through their own units to get Belegar. The only ones that might be able to do that are the archer variants, the rangers. They might be able to shoot over and into, but even then that's very rare. They don't like doing that. And these guys were absolutely wrecking my front line, and there was four lords that were destroying everything and getting in the lines and hopping onto my range, but this was super close. Very, very close. Very much enjoyed this battle, actually. It's a very, very good battle, and as you can see here, it took everything to stop these guys. 22,000 damage here on the organ gun, 17,500 here, and 19,000 here on the flame cannon. So the gun's got 10k value, 9.7k, 18,000 on the iron drakes, 21,500, 11,800, 14k damage on the rangers. The slayers held up in the back nicely. The longbeards here, lots of value. Actually didn't get any kills here, these guys, but they got minimal value. They must have been up against the troll, where they got wiped out quite quickly. The hammerers did well. They held up with the back with the slayers really nicely. The dwarfs are great weapons. They're just dwarf warriors. They can only do what they can do. These guys got more value, actually. The runesmith really is always going to struggle. He has very low melee defense, very low melee attack, and he didn't come with many runes. So here, I don't really utilize them very much in multiplayer anymore. I don't see they have much value. I prefer them as a rune lord rather than a rune hero. Yeah, very different. And Belegar obviously came through with lots of damage, and he came through with a big punch there at the end once I popped all his abilities. He hit the lord and won the battle for us. I think that was the big pivotal moment there. So, yeah, this was a fantastic battle, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a humongous thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that. And comment what you liked about the battle. Tell me a little bit, maybe tell me a little bit of the history about it all. Tell me some of the lore about some of the stuff that's going on here. Maybe some stuff that I don't know. I'd really appreciate that. And, yeah, please subscribe, guys. I'd appreciate it if you guys did subscribe. It helps grow the YouTube channel, and helps you guys see every time a video comes out of mine. As of tomorrow, I'm going to be doing a Beastman campaign, so I hope you guys are going to be there and enjoy that as well. Other than that, guys, have a great week, have a great evening, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.